What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company with your host, Jackie Marshall Clark.
Season's greetings. It's that time of year again, our end of year What's New radio highlights. As I look back over the last 12 months, our island has weathered volcanic ash fall from the St. Vincent Las Sofia volcano eruption in April, a Category 3 hurricane, Hurricane Elsa in July, and a continuing worldwide COVID-19 pandemic with shutdowns of our schools or businesses, and it made us rethink and work differently. Throughout, as customers, you can count on Light and Power to be resilient and provide a safe and reliable supply of electricity to your homes to power every moment of every day. Each month, the corporate communication team takes turns in hosting What's New Radio. But for our end-of-year program, I've invited the entire team to share their highlights for the year, and we'll end with a sneak preview of the 2022 Light and Power calendar, which this year features the winners of our photo competition. Let me introduce the team. Jennifer Blackman, our Communications Coordinator.
Hi, everyone.
Nicole Scantlebury, our Communications Advisor.
Hello, everyone.
And Akeem Briggs. He is our Digital Media Coordinator.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, everybody. Who's going first?
I'll start, Jackie. In all the events you mentioned in your introduction, digital communication with our customers was the key. We used our social media pages to keep our customers informed in real time as events unfolded. We lost power during Hurricane Elsa, but when it was safe for our crews to go out, we provided accurate information during the restoration, which, by the way, took only 3 weeks. I've chosen a clip from February, when What's New Radio interviewed Manager Customer Care, Rodney Dottin, during the period of a nation pause because of the rising numbers of COVID-19 cases. We closed our Garrison office and did our part in keeping our customers safe.
For your convenience, you can conduct your business with us online. Bills can be paid online via SurePay Online, Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union, and the commercial banks. Services can be requested on our website through our customer support portal at www.blpc.com.bb. You can visit our website, look for the link to our customer support page, and submit your queries and service requests there. We understand that this is a difficult period for everyone, and you can be assured that we will support our customers. We will continue to offer help through bill payment extensions and bill payment plans. A payment plan will help you manage your account balance and to stay current for as long as possible and avoid the accumulation of large balance in the longer term. So if you are experiencing hardship and you are finding it difficult to pay electricity bills, please contact a customer service representative at 626-4300 or online at customerservices@blpc.com.bb. As always, the safety, health, and well-being of our employees, our contractors, customers, and all Barbadians are of paramount importance. These will remain the focus for us at the Barbados Light and Power Company as we navigate this period. Continue to stay safe.
That's a great clip from Rodney. One of the things we also did during that period was suspend all customer disconnections for 18 months because we knew it really was a difficult time for many. At the beginning of the year, many people were working from home, our teams included. Schools were closed, and parents like myself were juggling online schooling, work, and childcare. I interviewed the then acting Chief Education Officer, Joy Adamson, about the value of electricity and began by asking her what's a typical day of electricity usage for her.
That's an interesting question. From the time you get up, you turn on the fan. I got to turn on the kettle to get my cup of tea.
Yes.
Most of our stoves don't use matches anymore, Nicole, so we need that to ignite to do our breakfast.
Yes.
But then on a serious note, we have to prepare our clothes, so we have to press. And then when we go to work, the first thing you do, you turn on the light in the office. And then most of us, we're using our computers or desktops for communication. And that's how we communicate, really, especially during this time, this COVID time. We've not been having a lot of face-to-face meetings, so we rely heavily on our computer, and therefore we need that power. And even now with the new fiber optic system for the telephone, when electricity is off, that communication stops. When electricity is off or air conditioning in our offices, that halts. So we really rely on the power from Light and Power. I want to thank you for all the work that y'all are doing. I know you work hard behind the scenes. I'm in close contact with individuals who work at Light and Power, so I can attest to that fact.
Yes, you are. We appreciate that.
Well, of course, we rely heavily now on the electricity to help us power this online teaching that we're doing. Even if we have a backup battery, most of the communication through Wi-Fi, using the technology through the devices, that's how we're getting the education across to our students. That's how our teachers are collaborating and working together and having their meetings. They're using that power to assist them in their instruction, in their planning, and therefore we rely heavily on Light and Power to make this work. We have collected data from our schools to not only indicate the number of students or teachers without devices, we still have persons without electricity. And therefore, we've had to partner with you because we realize the importance of getting that power into the homes for our students and our teachers.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Light and Power continues to work with the Ministry of Education and supporting students with online school. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you, Mrs. Joy Adamson. You're listening to What's New Radio, our program highlights of the year, with me, Jackie Marshall-Clark, Manager Communications and Government Relations, and the entire corporate communications team. Nicole, I applaud you. And all other parents and teachers tuned in. It's not been easy.
Thank you, Jackie. It has been extremely hard.
Jennifer, what is a highlight for you this year?
Thanks, Jackie. I'd like to do a special mention for all of our essential workers who continue to operate safely this year during COVID-19. At Light and Power, we're doing our part to support these organizations through our social responsibility donations. Just last month, we participated in the Blue Dollar Drive for the Barbados Diabetes and Hypertension Association. And back in March, we donated hand sanitizers to the Alliance Owners of Public Transport and the Barbados Transport Board. I interviewed COO Linda Holder about an initiative that's aimed at keeping commuters safe.
One of the biggest things we did, which is new to Barbados and in checking around with other territories, no one has actually done this. We have started to install hand sanitizing dispensers on our buses. So outside of persons being asked to practice proper hygiene and to wash your hands, or if you don't have soap and water to sanitize, we have started to install dispensing units at every single departure gate in our terminals. So when you are in the terminal and you're going to board a bus, there are no dispensers at every gate before you board the bus. But more than that, and this is where I'm really grateful for the assistance from the Barbados Light and Power and other entities such as yourself, we've now been able to extend that program to placing dispensers on the individual buses. So if you board a bus on the route somewhere, there is a dispenser at the door as soon as you enter that you can then use to sanitize. Things like that are going to make the difference with how we handle and move past COVID-19.
That was a great interview with Linda Holder of the Barbados Transport Board. And by the way, Jackie, Linda went on to say that the Transport Board aims to have a full fleet of 49 electric buses, which is the largest fleet of electric buses being used for public transportation in the Southern Caribbean.
And thanks, Jennifer. Electric transportation is in line with Light and Power's 100-100 vision of 100% renewable energy and 100% electrification. And Light and Power is collaborating with a number of energy stakeholders in support of the government's national energy policy. Throughout the year, we have outlined a number of projects that continue to advance our vision for cleaner energy. Here is Managing Director Roger Blackman speaking to the media following Light and Power's application to the Fair Trading Commission for a rate review.
To date, we've invested in several projects to advance this transition from fossil fuel generation to renewable energy. These include a 10 megawatt solar farm and a 5 megawatt battery energy storage system at the Trent's Power Station in St. Lucie. grid modernization initiatives such as the implementation of advanced metering infrastructure or AMI platform. Those are the smart meters that you would have been seeing deployed over the past couple of years. Installation of distribution automated switches and the deployment of a geographic information system or GIS to facilitate higher penetration of renewable energy on the national grid, and the installation of a new 33 megawatt clean energy bridge plant at Trent St. Lucie. This is a plant that's currently under construction and should be commissioned within the next few weeks. All of these expenditures are absolutely necessary to realize the country's goals and to maintain a safe, reliable, and resilient electricity service that meets customers' needs for continued higher quality.
In June, Light and Power celebrated its 110-year anniversary. We were contacted by retiree and former head of our IT department, Tony Watkins, who remembered that it was 50 years ago that Light and Power received its first computer, which transformed our current information communication and technology department.
My name is Tony Watkins. I was the first manager of what was then called the Data Processing Department, and then became the Information Systems Department, and subsequently now the ICT Department. The department was formed on the 2nd of May 1971. So now that Light and Power is celebrating their 110th birthday, our department is celebrating its 50th birthday. We had some interesting times because we had to transcribe all the information from the meter books as our database at that time. That was a long process. So although the department started in 1971 May, the computer never arrived to sometime in the following year. And the first program, which was billing of our customers, never went live to August 1972. My wife is sitting next to me and asked if she could have a short word.
I'm Elaine Watkins, the better half. And I was just coming in to say a word because you asked him how he felt, and he didn't really answer that because men don't talk about their feelings. And so I just wanted to say that he was very excited to be back in Barbados and to be in the forefront of what was going to become the computer industry. Then there was just BS&T and them. They were the first ones. So he was quite excited. But he was especially proud, I remember, that they were going to choose everybody that was going to work in his department from the company itself. And so it was going to be a family thing, and it was going to be people who were already interested in the company and that sort of thing. So he would come home in the evenings and discuss because he was proud, he was happy, and he was excited.
I wish the company and all of its employees a very happy and enjoyable celebration of its 110-year milestone. I think of all those people who worked with the company through the years to make it what it is today. It has consistently set a fine example of service and dedication to Barbados. And I expect and challenge it to keep up with our changing world by being innovative in the pursuit of delivery of electricity to Barbadians. Our world has reached a place where nothing, it seems, can be done without the use of electricity. Thus, employees will understand just how important their work is to our island. Good luck to all of you in the future days.
That's one of my favorite programs. Meeting the retirees, looking back at our company, how we have progressed and continue to innovate with our GIS monitoring systems, AMI smart meters, the ECI response app, the completion of our LED streetlight project, and the fact that we have a presence on 5 social media channels. I'd also like to thank those who took part in the program. Hal Hunt, past manager of the ICT department, past senior systems analyst Elaine Gollop, present manager of ICT Munishwar Parish Ram, and in that excerpt, you also heard Light and Power retiree and past systems analyst Celia Maloney.
I enjoyed that program with our retired colleagues as well. We continue to wish them very well. Each year, our departments at Light and Power begin their hurricane preparedness early, not knowing what the season from June to November will bring. 2 significant events this year tested our network and our planning. In April, the eruption of La Soufrière volcano in St. Vincent that covered the entire island with thick gray volcanic ash, and then Hurricane Elsa in July, which disrupted power island-wide. Jennifer, you were Light and Power's representative at the Department of Emergency Management during the hurricane season.
Yes, Jackie, I was. And it was an eye-opening experience to see the level of cooperation during the Hurricane Elsa event across so many agencies and organizations, all with the goal of assisting Barbadians through the passage of that severe weather event. Subsequently, in September, I interviewed Selwyn Brooks, liaison officer for the district emergency organizations. He told me Light and Power's donation of 90 CB radios would be critical to their ability to communicate with their teams. And the gift also will help Light and Power to share critical information with the DEOs, who will then be able to share it with their communities. There are about 1,000 DEO volunteers, and Natasha Joseph, a volunteer for the St. George DEO, told us why she joined.
I joined the DEO because I witnessed the level of devastation that affected several islands during the 2017 hurricane season. I saw the level of devastation. I recognized years of economic growth and progress were eliminated in a few hours on islands like St. Martin, Tortola, in Dominica. And I truly believe that as Caribbean people, we need to continue to prepare ourselves to be better prepared to manage natural disasters, to ensure resilience, rather than just blindly accepting the outcome of natural disasters as being a part of life and part of us residing in a hazard-prone area. As a qualified emergency management and business continuity professional, I have a great deal of knowledge, and I have the skill set that can add value to this area. So I really wanted to give back to the St. George North community in which I reside and Barbados by extension.
You know, that was such a truly inspiring story of what it means to care and really give back. Wouldn't you say, Akeem?
It definitely was, Nicole.
It also reminded me a bit of the season that we're in right now, which is Christmas, which is all about giving back. Though when I was younger, it was more about receiving, getting those gifts under the tree.
Waking up bright and early.
Yeah.
And the ham, Nicole. Don't forget the ham.
Yes. But now that we're older, we understand the importance of giving back this holiday season. And our employees understand that too. Here's Tyrone Jones' story.
My name is Tyrone Jones, and I work in the finance department of the Barbados Light and Power. I am an inventory controller in training. I accepted the invitation to share these Christmas hampers because I must say that I know what it is to be in need, and to be able to see a smile or twinkle of an eye of another person by receiving a hamper, and that person expressing gratitude brings a measure of joy to my heart. I'm glad for the opportunity, and I want to encourage all the employees to think of those who are in need at this time and give what help and assistance they can do. Thank you.
Thanks, Tyrone. Guys, it's been all too short. But before we go, I promised you a sneak peek at our 2022 calendar, which features the winners of our photo competition. What's New Radio was present to chat with the winners and student Janica King from the secondary school category.
Hi, my name is Corey Harris, and I submitted a photo of Saddleback Ridge. Came about as my cousins and I were taking a drive to break the monotony of COVID. And as we got on top of the ridge, we just saw the view and everyone was in pause and in awe. So I said it was a good picture, and I decided to take the picture of a fleeting sunset over Saddleback Ridge.
My name is Janica King, and I took a photo of the jetty at Pebbles Beach. My inspiration was my mother because it was such a beautiful view. She said, "Why don't you take this picture? You know, entering into the competition." And I did, and it came out lovely, absolutely beautiful. And I'm so glad that I took advantage of that opportunity. It was a beautiful day, and the sky was blue, so therefore the sea will be blue. And it was just such a wonderful contrast. The jetty was gray, so it was just beautiful. It was magnificent. The boats were in the background. It was just absolutely awesome.
My name is Winston Gibbs. My photo was that of a passion flower, the flower that grows on the passion fruit tree. I guess when you see the flower, it's a most beautiful flower. It's really fascinating. And I guess I took the photograph more or less like to preserve the memory of the beauty that I saw in the flower. Charlie Pride had a song that said, just for the love of it, that's all the reason you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. So that was my whole reason for entering, just for the fun of it.
Winston's photo, the beautiful flower, can be found on the September-October page. We had over 800 entries to choose from across several categories: professional, amateur, school, and employee. You can find the names of the winners in each category on our social media pages. And of course, you can pick up your copy of the 2022 calendar from December 16th at our Garrison office between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., as well as from select SurePay locations.
Thank you, Jennifer. I love my team. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all your hard work and your commitment this year. And to all our listeners today, thank you for joining us for the highlights of this year.
All of our monthly programs and our extra time extended interviews are available on our website, blpc.com.bb. Search for What's New Radio.
To keep up to date on what's happening at Light and Power, go to our Facebook page or Instagram at BLPC Online, or contact a customer care representative at 626-4300.
From the management and staff of Light and Power, we wish you a safe holiday season and a bright 2022.
So bye and take care and stay safe.
Goodbye, everyone.
Stay safe, everyone.
Season's greetings, everyone.
This program was produced for the Barbados Light and Power Company by SFA Communications.